Today, being another fantastic Friday, I want to talk about something I noticed about Yandere Simulator while Yandere Simulator is still being a relevant topic. So, for those of you who don't know, Osana Najimi, the first official rival of the game, will be implemented very, very soon. Yandere Dev made a video about this, stating that he's going to try to get Osana Najimi in officially towards the end of this year, or at the latest early 2017. So because of that, we're going to be stuck with a build for a while, the September 29th build. And because of that, I wanted to talk about something I noticed about Osana in the video he made about her, and why it's going to take so long to implement her. At one point during the video, he starts talking about how the rival is going to be a lot harder to kill than a normal student would be, because the rival will be near senpai at almost all times, and as the player, you will have opportunity to sabotage Osana and her relationship, her friendship with Taro. And I noticed something during the video. I don't know if this is going to be actually implemented when Osana is in the game, or if that was just an example, but I feel like whether Yandere realizes it or not, and he more than likely does, he's the one who makes these videos, so I feel like he was giving us a hint. I feel like he did this on purpose, that we actually are going to have an opportunity to kill Osana, and it actually is going to be pretty easy. Remember how Kokona has that phone call where she goes to the front of the school and she's all by herself, making her vulnerable to Ayano? Well, as it turns out in the video, at one point, almost the exact same situation is going to happen to Osana. At one point, she's going to get a phone call. She's going to be not in the front of the school, but in some other area of the school. And you can then hide, and as Osana's on her phone call, you can then, I would guess, kill her. So I'm guessing that we're going to have basically the exact same setup, at least with the phone call, with the exception of Osana being in a different location than Kokona. But I feel like this just also further hammers in the point that Kokona was sadly just a test dummy. She is not going to be in the official game. That's what I'm thinking. I just feel like Yandere Dev is hinting at that more and more and more. She's not going to be an official character, which sucks. I feel like what they should do, I don't know why I say they, because it's just one guy. It's freaking Yandere Dev, so it's one guy. But I feel like what he should do is allow us to vote. That's one thing that I like about Yandere Dev, that he will try to interact with the fan base of his game, and will ask us on the official Yandere Dev, blog. I think it's like Yandere Simulator WordPress, something like that. And he will have polls where you can vote for things you would like to see or not see in the game. And Yandere Dev will take that into consideration. He may not do what you want. He may not do what you ask. It's really just for him to get an idea of what the fan base likes and doesn't like about the game. And then he will take that into consideration, and he will ultimately make a decision based off of that. So I'm hoping that he does that again and allows us to vote whether or not we still want Kokona in the game, but as a regular student and not a rival. Me personally, I do, because like I mentioned before, I like Kokona as a character. I like her backstory. It allows people to see, an interesting point of view on prostitution that I feel like is not really touched upon. That oftentimes in media, a prostitute is just viewed as this nasty person who just has sex and does it for money, and that's it. Like, they have no real depth as a person in media. And I feel like Kokona, did provide a sense of depth to that. The only other time I've really seen that handled with depth was King of the Hill, where there was another girl who was in a situation actually very similar to Kokona. So anyway, I basically want to be able to vote her into the game, but make her, say, I don't know, like a sister of the drama club leader, Kizana, make her either like a sister or, I don't know, a twin sister, you know, because they do look very similar to each other, but Kokona still has enough features to make her distinct from the rival. She has a different shade of purple. She has different hair drills. Her hair is more loose. The drills actually go and extend longer and longer instead of being scrunched up into one giant clump of hair. Her bangs are longer. Her eye color is different. So there is enough to make the two distinct from each other. So that's why I would want Kokona to be in the game. But, you know, as her own character. So hopefully we can vote her in. So going back to Osana, I really honestly do think that was Yandere Dev hinting at us being able to kill Osana over the phone. Whether or not that is going to be implemented, I don't know. That might have been just him, you know, teasing us what will be implemented in the future. Similarly to the suicide video, where I remember even making a video for that a long time ago when I was playing the game, and I was like, hey, where's the suicide cutscene? You know, like he kept hyping up the fact that you can actually bully someone to the point of committing suicide and ruin their reputation. And then, you know, you go play the build where that was first implemented and there's no suicide cutscene. And this, again, is relevant to Osana because during that same video he says that this is why implementing Osana is going to take so long. Because in addition to implementing Osana into the game, having new animation specifically for Osana, a new voice actor specifically for Osana, a backstory for Osana, coming up a routine for Osana to be near Senpai, all these little things are going to take a long time to implement. And during that time, I remember him mentioning in the video that he wants to basically sort of clean up Yandere Simulator, try to remove some more glitches, try to actually add an intro cutscene to the game versus the intro we have now where it's just a black screen and then it turns red, with the original voice actor of Yandere Chan talking, because her voice has changed. I made a big deal about that. Her voice is different. I prefer her old voice. And he's going to work on implementing Osana and work on just all of that, you know, adding more cutscenes, fixing up glitches, and all that stuff in addition to Osana, and that's why it's going to take so long for her to be added into the game. So what I'm thinking is that hopefully that part with the phone is legit and that's not just him teasing us, and that he will actually add that into the game when Osana's added. And I remember him mentioning that he is going to add footsteps so people will actually finally react to Yandere-chan walking towards them, and that he is going to work on implementing the suicide cutscene into the game. So that's the reason why Osana's going to take so long to implement, because he's going to be working on just patching up Yandere Simulator as much as he can in addition to adding Osana. So basically this video is about how I think the cell phone thing is going to be real. I think that phone call was not just him teasing us. I think that was him purposely showing us that, because that is going to be, in my opinion, that will be an elimination method to kill her. And it just makes so much sense, because again, Kokona has been basically the test dummy of the game to allow us to use a new killing elimination methods and all the other elimination methods that Yandere Dev wants to add. The only one that is missing right now is the rival specific elimination method. So I really want to see what that's going to be for Osana. I want to know what will her method be, and like I'm just very much looking forward to Osana being added into the game. And I really do want to see if the cell phone part is going to be added into the game when she's added as a rival, because I want that to be there. I think that would be really cool to just basically do what you did with Kokona. She's going to be talking on the phone, she's not going to know you're there, and then the moment she doesn't see you, the moment she, you know, turns her back on you or whatever, that's it, you do a stealth kill. So unless Osana has self-defense training, which I doubt she will, but she's going to be the first rival, so she should be the easiest to eliminate. I think that's how it's going to be. If the cell phone part is actually true and it is going to be in the game, you will be able to then sneak up on her and stab her, and I think that will be awesome. It will be a fun way to get rid of Osana, and just because I am kind of a dick when I play Yandere Simulator, me, if I was doing it, I would leave the body there on purpose, and then get rid of the knife and get rid of the bloody clothes, because I just think it would be, you know, more cool, like it would be more intense. Like, someone sees a dead body but they don't know who did it is like a cool mystery, but then at the same time that will make people aware that there's a killer in the school, and you know, doing that right after the first rival will not be a good idea, but at the same time it's the first rival, so I think even if you kill the first rival, they're not gonna know there's a killer on the loose. They're gonna think that at first that something may have happened, that Osana did something to get herself killed, or you know, stuff like that. Personally, if I was the one, you know, making this game, you know, one method I would add that I remember even thinking, you know, why can't we do this? It just makes so much sense, is push someone down the stairs. Because I remember even trying that once, where I would kill someone and then bring their body and drag it to the stairs, thinking, you know, maybe if I do that, they'll think that the character rolled down the stairs and smashed their head against the stairs and cracked their head open, and that's how they died. But you can't do that. So I think just the fact that it takes place in a school, that would be another really smart elimination method. Make the student get pushed down the stairs by Yandere-chan, and that's one method to kill them. Or do what I just said, where you already stab them, you already kill them, but you place the body right by the stairs, so that way it looks like the person cracked their head open on the stairs. I think that would be an awesome elimination method to put in the game. I think that would be very fitting for Yandere Simulator. I think it would work perfectly for the game, the fact that it takes place in a school, and it will just work with Yandere-chan's method of trying to be stealthy, which you kill. So this would work with the whole stealth game aspect. I would tell Yandere to have this idea, but he doesn't like suggestions, so there you go. So I would, you know, definitely have liked to tell Yandere to have this idea, because I think it would be pretty easy to implement. You know, I mean, he's already done God knows how many other animations in the game, so you can't freaking add pushing someone down the stairs, you know. So whatever, it's his game. He just doesn't want anyone to give any ideas or input, even though they could be really cool ideas and they would fit with the game, but whatever, it's his choice. So I really want to see what is going to be Osana's elimination method, because as much as I would like my idea to be in the game, it's more than likely not going to be. I would like to see also the swimming pool be used, because I know they have a swim team. That sports girl, I forgot her name. She's one of the rivals. She has, you know, the little club ribbon on her shoulder, and it has a picture of someone swimming. So that is her club. She is, I guess, the leader of the sports club and also the swimming club. So that would be cool if by the time Osana's added, that you can also then drown her in the pool, maybe. You know, like, I want to know, what is this game going to be like when Yandere Dev has finally implemented Osana? Are we going to have maybe a few new elimination methods added? Are we going to just have the rival elimination added and that's it? We're not going to have any more other methods added? Are we going to have the cell phone part added? Like, I want to know, what is he going to do? And I very much want to know, what would this be like when you play with the footsteps added? Because then it's going to be a lot harder to kill people if people can hear that you're coming. You know, I mean, if this was me, this would not be an issue, because I have very quiet footsteps to the point you barely hear me at all. Sometimes you don't hear me at all when I'm walking. It also depends on the shoes I'm wearing. But for the most part, you don't hear me walking at all. I have very quiet footsteps to the point that I remember someone even nicknamed my footsteps emo ghost feet because I have ghostly quiet footsteps. So yeah, with me, if I was a character, doing this, that would not be an issue. I have very quiet footsteps. But I guess most people don't, so for this to be more realistic, Yandere-chan's gonna have to have loud footsteps. So I'm very much looking forward to what this game is gonna be like with Osana in the game. I want to see what this is going to be like. I want to see how fun it's going to be, because like Yandere Dev said, he wants eliminating Osana to be so fun and entertaining that us, the people playing the game, are going to want to do this again 9 more times. So we'll see. I hope it is fun, and I personally would love to have the push someone down the stairs method to be added. I think that would be very fitting for the school and would be very fitting as a stealth kill elimination method, but whatever, it's his game. And that's it. I want Osana in the game soon. I'm very much looking forward to Osana being in the game. I'm very much looking forward to hopefully killing her when she's having the cell phone conversation. That would be cool, a little stealth kill. And we'll see what happens from there. Yandere Dev also mentioned that he would like to add maybe a photo pose feature. This was actually a mod for Yandere Simulator, but he wants to try making it legit in the game. Since we're going to be stuck with one build for a while, September 29th, he wants to then try to add the pose feature that was originally a mod and make it an actual feature in Yandere Simulator, so people can have fun messing with the models, making them do silly poses, just as a really, fun little feature to add while we're waiting for Osana to be added. So we'll see. I am very much looking forward to this game developing more. I'm very much looking forward to it just progressing more and what the first rival is going to be like. So we'll see when we get there, and I don't know, we'll see how fun it'll be, I'm very much looking forward to that. And I actually really like Osana's design. I like anime characters with red hair, red, orange, ginger hair. I think it looks cool. So, I don't know. I just don't like her bright pinkish red stockings and ribbons, hair ribbons. I don't like that, but whatever. She's a unique character, but unique in terms of character design, but like, okay, do tsunderes even exist in real life? I've never met anyone where they're a total asshole and they're mean to you because they like you. I've never heard of that logic happening ever, but I'm not really a social person, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know anyone who's like that anyway. Especially because when someone's mean to me, then you suck and I don't want you in my life. You don't exist. As far as I'm concerned, you don't exist and I don't want you around me. Your existence is worthless. Like, that's why I block a lot of people on YouTube and Facebook with an asshole to me, because I don't want you to exist in my life. I don't want you near me if you're mean. So I wouldn't even know a tsundere if that kind of personality was real, because I don't put up with that crap. So anyway, this is AS for Gaming going away, and I hope you all enjoy this video, and I will see you all next time. Bye.